Hi guys, welcome back to Marli Makeup. In this video I'm going to show you everything you need to know about bronzing. So let's get started. My first product I'm going to use is my MAC Strobe liquid. I'm going to apply this all over my face with just a foundation brush. The reason why I'm applying this is I really just want to have a bit of a healthy glow come through underneath all of my bronzing. Now the reason why we bronze, or the purpose of bronzer, is to make us look like we've got a tan. Make us look like we've spent some time in the sun and we've got that real summer glow to our faces. Okay, so now I've got that nice glow to my skin. Now with bronzing, there's a few different ways we can do bronzing. The first way is where you actually take a foundation color and you make it a bit darker so that your face looks more tanned and you apply it all over. Or you can also use a bronzer and a nice fat fluffy brush and bronze all over your face with a matte bronzer, and that's basically like an all over bronze. The other way that a lot of people like doing it is they say that you must do it in like a shape of a 3. So you take your bronzer and you apply it to your forehead and you take it around onto your cheeks and onto your jawline. The way that I'm going to show you is where I actually use my foundation color still the same color as my skin or the same color as my chest color, and then I'm going to bronze over that so it looks like I'm really sun-kissed. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So for my foundation, I'm going to use my Studio Moisture Tint, which has got an SPF of 15 from MAC. Just apply some of that on my hand, and this I'm just going to apply with my fingers and all over the face. I like using a tinted moisturizer or more of a sheer foundation when we do bronzing, we do a healthy sun-kissed look. Make sure that you take your foundation down onto your neck as well, so that we make sure that everything has got an even color. So for my concealer, I'm going to use my MAC Studio Moisturecover, Select Moisturecover in NW20. Just going to blot that on under my eyes and just a touch around the nose. And then I'm going to use my Real Techniques brush, base shadow brush, and I'm just going to blend that color in. These Real Techniques brushes are really great. A friend of mine went to London and she brought them back for me, and they're really affordable as well. I think I spent about 600 Rand and I got about 10 brushes, so that's really well priced. The first thing I do need to mention is that contouring and bronzing are two very different things. Contouring is where you shape your face, you create shapes, you can change the shape of your face by using shading. You can go check out my contouring video which will explain all of that. Bronzing is, as I mentioned, where we actually make ourselves look like we've got a bit of a tan, we've got that healthy sun-kissed look. So where does that leave us? Now when I do contouring, I often like to use a matte bronzer. Now the matte bronzer that I use is more of like a darker shade to my actual skin color, which is more of like a yellow-brown color. The bronzer that I use when I actually bronze my face has got more of a warmer tone to it. So the powder I'm going to use for my bronzing is from REVLON, and it's called Natural Bronzed. You can see it's got a nice red tinge to it. And I'm going to use this brush from MAC, which is a 168. I prefer using a brush that's not too big, as it gives me a little bit more control. And I'll show you just now how we're going to use our bigger brush. So I'm getting some of this product on my brush. And this I'm going to apply wherever the sun hits me. So I'm going to apply it on my forehead. I also want to apply this powder on the edge of my nose, because that is where the sun would naturally hit me. The sun would hit you on your cheeks, over here and there. Now this powder you can definitely take down a bit to create a little bit of a contour. I'm going to take this a little bit onto the temples, and the same color we're going to do a touch of it on the chin. I also want to take it just down onto the jawline. And that is our first step to bronzing. So as mentioned, when I do tan, I do have a nice warm glow to my skin. So I'm just going to use a blush that's got like a nice warm shade to it, that one there. This one is actually the blush from the Essence range that they had, the Twilight range they had. This I'm going to apply on my cheekbone there, on the edge of my nose, and just a touch of it here on the forehead, and a tiny bit just on the chin. Then I'm going to use a bigger, fluffier brush, and I'm going to blend all of this together. Blending the bronzer that I've put there in with this color. And here, make sure that you blend all over your face. Make sure that you blend it in very well. Okay, so that's all well blended. Then I'm just going to take my bronzer again, and I just want to make sure that I get it right into this hairline, just so that we don't see that white line. So just make sure you get this right into that hairline, and then just come and blend it again. Now to avoid our face looking like we all bronzed up and our body's not, I'm going to use my bigger brush and my same bronzer that I've used from Revlon. And I'm going to just make sure I go down onto the neck. And that is basically our bronze look. I would like to add a bit of a sheen to it. So I've taken the same brush that I've used for my bronzer and I've just cleaned it off on my towel. And I'm using my CATRICE highlight powder. This is really a lovely powder and a lovely color. You can see that. And my highlighter I want to apply just over my nose. Because I've got a bronzer on my cheeks here, I'm going to apply this highlight powder just a little bit on there. From there onto the cheekbone. And a little bit on the cupid. And a tiny touch on the chin. And then I'll also put this on my décolletage. I'm also going to use this color just with my finger and just apply it to the brow bone. To finish this look off, I am going to use a little bit of a spritz. This is from SKINSCIENCE. It's actually a toner, but I've been using it as like a refreshing spritzer, which I really like. You can also use your MAC Fix Plus or something like that, and this will just help to settle all of these powders. Now when you do bronzing, make sure that you use a matte bronzer. I definitely don't recommend using a shimmer bronze all over your face. The shimmery bronzers I really recommend more for your body and for your legs, give you that nice sheen on your legs. If you want to use it on your face, use a nice big fluffy brush, dip it in a little amount on your brush and just brush it over your face, just over a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the nose, a touch on the cheeks, and maybe a touch on the chin. And that is our bronze sun-kissed look done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment in the box below, and please be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.